Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Spencer Hughes driving in Kitsap County on my way into Mason County on my way home. And I started a thread on Facebook earlier, and I thought it would be fun if you asked me a question that had to do with kind of positivity and mindfulness, law of attraction, things like that. Nothing too deep, certainly nothing political. And I would do a video with my response. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I want to thank Jennifer Parker for asking this question. And the question is, why do kind people go through so much garbage? And I'm sorry that everything's so blurred on the screen. I don't know why it's so blurred. Anyway. So, why do kind people go through so much garbage? There's a few theories. I've been thinking about this question since I saw it earlier while I was on my break at work. There are certain things that happen that we really don't have any control of. We get on an airplane and a terrorist takes it over, or there's some maintenance that wasn't done to the plane when it should have been done, and a loose wire brings the entire plane crashing into a mountainside or into the ocean. You walk down the street while a bank's being robbed and a stray bullet gets you in the neck. Things like that. There's things that you can't really control, right? I mean, there's things outside of your control, so those things can happen to anybody. A saint or a sinner, if you want to call them that. I don't really like those terms, but people we consider good and the people we consider bad can have that happen to them, right? Bad guys get shot and good guys get shot. Then there are other things. There are things that happen through our own actions. When we say, how did Joe have a heart attack at age 40? And then we evaluate that, well, Joe weighed 700 pounds, and Joe never took care of himself a day in his life, and Joe had a heart attack at age 40 and he died, right? Those are things that we can easily explain. Now, it's not taking anything away from Joe as a member of the community, a member of the church, a member of his political party, a member of the Masons, a member of the Lions, whatever the case may be. And Joe might have had a loving family and a loving spouse and kids and grandkids and the whole 9 yards, whatever the case may be. But Joe didn't take care of himself. Kind people can drive not wearing their seatbelts, and they can get into an accident and go, flying through a windshield, things like that. And then there's another level I was thinking about it's more the subconscious level. The subconscious level of, you could still be a kind person, but if you foster thoughts of illness and thoughts of poverty and thoughts of lack and thoughts of not being likable, all this stuff, the nicest person in the world will internalize all this stuff and it will manifest in their life. And Aunt Hilda, she always talked of illness, and Aunt Hilda was always sick. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence when Aunt Hilda said, boy, every April I get the flu. You watch and see. Every April I get the flu. And guess what? She was right. She was right. Every April she got the flu. She set up such an expectation for herself. It's almost as if she would have been disappointed not getting the flu in April, right? I mean, 40 years straight she's been getting the flu in April. I mean, why would it stop now? So there are things that totally out of our control. Walking down the street whistling our favorite song and a piano crashes on our head and kills us. It could be through behavioral things. We drive too fast, we drink too much, we take too many drugs, we gain too much weight, we eat the foods that clog our arteries instead of help them flow. And then sort of the subconscious stuff, whether we think about it or not. We can bring dis-ease onto ourselves sometimes. Disease. I was talking to a friend earlier about the word disease. Disease is dis-ease, a sense of dis-ease. Dis-ease in your body, in your mind, in your psychology, in your spirit. And I think that's the reason why that kind people can go through a lot of garbage. And it's hard to swallow sometimes because we think that, what goes around comes around. And I do believe that's largely the case. But there are some things out of our control. Right? We can't control the drunk driver running a red light and clipping us. We can't control certain things. We can control other things like not eating 8 million calories a day and weighing 700 pounds. We can control that, believe it or not. And then our thinking becomes a problem because our thinking becomes so routinized in our lives that we don't even realize we're thinking a certain way over and over and over and over again. So I don't think when people say, they curse God, why did this happen to me? I'm a good person. I don't think it's about that. I don't think it's about God cursing people. I don't think it's about the universe punishing you for no reason. I don't think it's about punishment. We're raised with this idea of fire and brimstone. And everything that happens bad in our lives has to be because we're being punished for something we did. And things that go well. When we win the lottery, we say that's because we went to church every Sunday. Of course we won the lottery. So we try to rationalize when good things happen to us. We say it's because we've done good. And when bad things happen to us, we say, well, is it something I did? Was it something bad I did from my childhood, or all the drugs I did in my college years? Now these bad things are happening to me now, or other silly things. We blame ourselves for that. So anyway, Jennifer, I hope that was a decent answer. Driving home here now, almost at the Kitsap-Mason County line in Gorst, Washington. I'm Spencer Hughes, and if you'd like to ask me a question, message me through Facebook, through Twitter, through whatever means you're watching this video. Thanks a lot, my friends. I appreciate it.